Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly reading for June 2023. This is for Virgo, Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Virgo. I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Virgo, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Virgo, let's get to it. June is going to be a big month. It is going to be a massive month. There's a lot happening in June. It's going to be very different from May. It's going to be very different from April. And for you, it may be a pretty spiritual month for you. I'm not going to lie. And the reason why, there's a lot of aspects that are happening. First things first, we know Jupiter moved into Taurus. For you, that's your ninth house. Okay, so this is a year-long aspect until May 2024. Ninth house rules spirituality. Okay, your belief system, your philosophies, also higher education. Some of y'all may go back to school. It rules long distance travel. You could be working with people overseas. There could be some big trips you're planning. If you're doing it, those spiritual like wellness retreats are a good idea. It also rules publishing. If you're working on a book, you have the most luck than you've had in the past 12 years. All right, so even if you're working on a website or whatnot. But here's the other thing, is that the biggest thing that's happening this month, one of the biggest things, is that Venus is moving into Leo. Now, if you saw my last reading, you know Mars is in Leo. So what does that mean? We have both Mars and Venus in Leo. This is a very, very fiery placement. This is super fiery. This is just all about passions, right? This is being passionate about your passions, being proud of yourself, being proud of who you are, being proud of how far you've come. Think about where you were last year. Think about where you are now. Think about, your path to enlightenment. So a lot of confidence that comes with this, but it really is. It's this summer, oh my goodness, Venus is going to be in Leo all summer long. I mean, it's huge. It's huge. But the fact that this month Mars and Venus are in Leo, that's the very powerful high energy placement. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of romance. It's a lot of creativity, self-expression, all of that, procreation. But this is all happening in your 12th house. And the 12th house is the subconscious. So there could be a lot of y'all that are just unrooting things. And when I talk about spirituality, the fact that Jupiter is already in your house is spirituality, right? So it's, the 12th house is, it's facing your fears, those things that, may be holding you back. It's honestly, pay attention to your dreams at this point. You're going to have some wild dreams. And when I say pay attention to your dreams, the ones that mean something, all right? Like I always say, if you saw like a horror movie the night before, you had nightmares, those aren't the dreams. It's, the dreams that you have to pay attention to. Now, the big things that are happening this month, I feel like there's some of y'all are going to have some movement in your career, right? Because we're in Gemini season, and we have a new moon in Gemini mid-month. We'll talk about that, but that's in your 10th house of career, and new moons bring new beginnings. Now, what's really interesting is that just 2 days after this is the biggest date, and mark it in your calendar if you like, because I want you to remember this. Jupiter is sextiling Saturn. This is a very rare aspect. I want you to think back to December 21st, let me look at the date, December 21st, 2020. That's how far back this is. The last time that this has happened. This is a rare aspect. It's a very significant aspect. So if there was something that you were planning around that time, if there was something you were manifesting or working with around that time, you could start, it could be, you will see the payoff around this time, okay? Around this time, June 19th. Just keep that in mind. It's a very supportive aspect, and it's a really great aspect, but it's coming right after that new moon. So very interesting, very interesting. Now, we are kicking off this month with Jupiter conjuncting the North Node. Now, if you don't know what that means, the North Node is, just in layman's terms, just it's your spiritual journey. It's your, if you want to say your destiny, it's your destiny. Remember, Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, and they're canoodling in the sky. This is a great way to kick off the month. We have a full moon in Sagittarius. Some of y'all could have activity around that time. That's going to be on June 3rd. Okay, so that's in your fourth house, by the way. So things that have to do with home. All right, it's your domestic sector, relationships, family, children. So let's go ahead and get started. The other thing is the last half of the month, we're moving into Cancer season. And so that is, we'll talk about that. One thing that I always say, if you are new to my channel, I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you do want to follow along. And then lastly, remember, after I do your reading, after I do your spread, stick around because I pull more cards, all right? I break it down week by week. That's when I'm going to tell you everything that's going on every week and what you can expect every week this month to give you a little insight, a little preview of what's to come, all right? And this is in addition to the weekly readings that I do for y'all. So let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2023. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun and Rising, and if you want to read for your moon and your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. If you know your birth chart, you're absolutely welcome to read any placements that you want. So let's go ahead and get started, Virgo. I'm excited for you. Mars and Venus, by the way, in Leo. Again, I just have to stress, very, very fiery. Okay, it might be even a little too fiery, but that's just like having a lot of fun. And I want you to have a lot of fun. Okay, I want you to have a lot of fun this summer, and I want you to have an amazing time because it's going to be an amazing month for you. All right, you know that full moon in Sagittarius is actually the one on June 3rd. It's going to affect you, okay? It's going to affect you. It really is going to affect the mutable signs the most, and you are a mutable sign, so just keep that in mind. But it's, let's just go ahead and get started with the reading, and okay, I'm going to have to get comfortable here. Okay, so, Virgo, when I said earlier, I had a feeling this was going to be a very spiritual month for you. When I said it's going to be a great month for you, this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Let's get started. You pulled your own card. You pulled the Hermit. Came up in your past, all right? So the Hermit is the one who he's made all these achievements. He's now removed himself from everybody. You know, that's why we call him the Hermit, right? But, you know, Hermit has a different connotation. It does now than it did back in the medieval times. Back in the medieval times, people trekked for weeks to go see the Hermit to get sage advice and wisdom. That's the Hermit here. It's all gray. This card, you see, it's all gray. All right, it's gray in tarot's wisdom, and so this is saying that you have done that soul searching. You have been in a place where you've done some soul searching, thinking about your future. I really love that for you because he does have a lantern. He does have that lantern light, but you can only see so far with lantern light. What, 20 feet? 30 feet, not even 10 feet maybe. Where do you see, how do you see further than that? You go within, that's where the light is. The light is inside you. So this is saying, and again, this card is ruled by Virgo. You pulled your own card. This is saying a lot of y'all have done some soul searching in terms of what's coming next, okay? You've been getting some powerful readings, so I'm not surprised. And look at where that's brought us. The High Priestess in the heart of your spread. Virgo, when I say this is going to be a month where it's very spiritual for you, listen, here's the other thing. I want you to know, when I say spiritual, what does that mean for you? It means so many different things to other people. So what resonates with you in that way? So I want you to think that first. Secondly, remember how I said this is going to be a big month. All, Mars and Leo, very fiery in your 12th house, the subconscious. You're protected. You got the High Priestess in the heart of your spread. This is not a weekly reading. This is a monthly reading. In the heart of your spread for the entire month. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious. You are going to be fine. In fact, you're going to be, the fact that you got the Hermit in your past, it's almost like you've identified those things that aren't serving you well and you're unrooting them. You're unrooting them this month. Okay, and again, facing any of your fears, you are moving past that. Think about you're the final girl in like a horror movie, because I brought up that reference, right? That horror movie, if you saw it, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing when you face your fears. Any horror movie, any of those monsters, any of those villains, they're metaphors, right? And so it's just fighting your fears at that point, right? And you're surviving at the end. And so this is amazing, because this is saying any of your fears, any of your doubts, any of your worries, concerns, any of that, even like down to a really deep subconscious level, even like hidden enemies, if you have any like thoughts of like someone who is, you secretly feels like not supportive or whatnot, it's all of these truths are coming out. You have the guardian of the subconscious. You have the high priestess ruled by the moon. This is this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. She is the most intuitive. When she comes out in a reading, she's telling you go within. She's telling you to go within. All right. So she's saying that's where all the answers are. You already got it here. Okay. So this is your affirmation to that you are going to be very intuitive this month. You are going to be trusting your instincts, and there's nothing better in life than trusting your instincts. You make sounder judgments, better decisions. Your life is just better. You feel good. It feels good to be alive, right? This is absolutely amazing. I love this for you. I mean, the fact that you got the Hermit with the High Priestess, I love this for you. And here's the thing, Virgo. Here's the thing. I usually go in order. Let's just do it. Look what you got in your future. When I say this is going to be a great month, this is going to be a great month. But before we even get there, your challenge area, all right? You did get the 8 of Pentacles. So here's the thing. It's not even a big deal. The energy that I'm getting, it's not a big deal. All that's saying is just stay focused. Okay? Stay focused. Don't lose focus. And the reason I say that is, again, I can't emphasize enough how fiery Mars and Venus in Leo is. All right. So it could be you're having a lot of fun, too much fun, and so much that you're not feeling grounded or not, and you are an earth side. So that's important to you. But really, really that intuitive side of you, like really holding on to that. Okay. And so just that's what I mean by just staying focused, because he is super focused and he is working toward his legacy. So that is all that he wants. All right. And, in terms of legacy, like your passions, your goals, your path to enlightenment, the finish line, just stay focused. That's it. All right. It's okay to have fun, and I want you to have fun. I want you to have the most fun. This is going to be a fun summer. And I want you to be a part of that. I want you to have so much fun, but also that intuitive side of you. Hold on to that. All right, and stay focused. So now you got the Knight of Swords in your crown. This is really crazy. The Knight of Swords, Uhtred, son of Uhtred, right? Very bold, very courageous, but very boom, boom, boom. Swords are the mental suit, right? So logic, intellect, communication, all of that. It came up in your crown, all right? So knights, very fiery, very, very fiery. They're very active. What happens when you put fire and oxygen together? Whoosh, your mind's going to be like, whoosh, this month. You are just going to be like, boom, all right? And with that Venus and Mars placement, Venus and Mars in Leo, it really is like, remember, this is like the subconscious, but we're seeing a lot of conscious at play too. So it's really like, honestly, not a bad thing. It could be, I wouldn't, if things are happening too fast for you, or if Mars and Venus and Leo is like a little too much, I would just say, like, go back within to that intuitive side, okay? Always return to that. All right? Because this is a very fiery card as well in terms of communication, in terms of, he's going into the storm. I mean, nothing can stop him now. And there's a lot of placements and aspects this month, astrologically, where it is like, no one can hold me back. That kind of energy, like it's a very fiery month. I'm not gonna lie. So I actually love the fact that you did get the Knight of Swords in your crown, but also just remember not to get like the intuition, like bring that with it too. If you're gonna like, if you have ideas and like just bring that intuition and always hold on to that. You did get the Three of Pentacles and the root of your spread. This is really amazing, and I absolutely love this for you. This is gonna happen more toward the latter half of the month. The energy that's coming through, but this is a great card. This is the card of teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? And this is you can see the stonemason here building the cathedral. He can't do it without the architects, and vice versa. So teamwork truly makes the dream work. It builds that success. So it looks like this is something that a lot of y'all are doing this month, will be doing this month, will be wanting this month, is to work with other people, to have that moment to work with other people. And whether it is, again, ask yourself, is it something in your physical world? Is it with work, a career, a project that you're starting, right? Because especially it's three. Three is all about advancement and growth and development, but it's creation too. So there could be something new, like a new project or a new something that you're working on this month where you're working with other people. It could be new colleagues, or, again, you could get a new job, or there's, if your physical world, but it could also be like even something that something related to like money and wealth, because it is pentacles, but pentacles are also earthbound. Remember that. So just something in your physical world, again, very work related stuff here, but it still could be just something like with an organization that you belong to or a group that you belong to. But I love the fact that you got that. Just bring people in your life. It's honestly a very social month, and I want you to be social. Now, 10 of Pentacles in your future. You're good, Virgo. You're good. You're absolutely good. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, when you think about the tree of life, right? We've come to the 10th Sephira, to the 10th sphere. It's completion. It's your physical reality. It's, you actually see it raining pentacles here. All right? Raining money and wealth in the form of the tree of life. You see that. You see how big this castle is. You see this happy family. This is prosperity. This is your kingdom come. This is the you made it card in your future. You're good. Just stay focused. Just stay focused. Okay? On the things that you want, your legacy. This card is legacy. A lot of family energy here too when we talk about legacy. You see that I'm going to show you something very cool here. You got the Hermit in your past. You made it. That's the Hermit sitting there. You see that young couple and the little child? That's 3 generations at play. That's when I say a family energy. There's a lot of family energy going around too. A lot of Virgos are going to feel that, especially because remember I said that full moon in Sagittarius is going to be very impactful for Virgos, and it is in your 4th house. Okay, a family. This is in home, and so this is amazing. You're good. You're good. You're good. Just, it's going to be a very spiritual, but it's almost like you're going to love it. And you're going to love it. A lot of people are, the 12th house, it's always interesting when so Mars and Venus and Leo, all right, Leo fire sign, right? And then the 12th house, the native ruler is Pisces. It's very watery, and fire and water don't mix. But this reading is just kind of like, you're actually going to own it. Like, you're going to be good. You're going to be absolutely good, and you're going to make it work. Absolutely, 1000%. I absolutely love this for you. I love this for you. I also love the fact that you did get a sword. Swords are the air suit. I love the fact that you got the sword, the Knight of Swords in your crown, and then Pentacles. Remember I said earthbound, and you got the Pentacles and the root of your spread. I love everything that's happening in your reading. Let's get to your stuff, Virgo. This is amazing. Now, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, Virgos. I love hearing from y'all. And if you are what was I going to say? Oh yeah, my emoji comment. If you're not a commenter, I love emojis. They always make me smile. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. You really make my day. You know I love you. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful, and I am very, very. I appreciate it. It is going to be a really fun summer, so please have fun this summer. It's going to be a hot, fiery summer. Have fun, have fun. It's actually why you see that my air conditioner is already in. It's already 80 degrees here in New York City. It's hot. And yeah, my dog's on the floor. So you are, let's get to your stuff. You're good. Yep, you're good. Virgo, you got Judgment. When I say this is going to be a spiritual month for you, I mean, that is an understatement. Now that you got Judgment, when I said that you're going to make this work, it's almost like you want it. Here's your affirmation. You want this. You want this. Again, ask yourself, what does that mean for you? Like spirituality, right? What does that mean for you? It can be everything from like your philosophies, how you see things, your belief system, all of that, you know, your soul journey. This is absolutely amazing that you got Judgment, okay? This is really healing. If you think about it, this is the only card in tarot where it has a huge connotation of sound. You see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. You see the dead arising. The dead are gray in tarot wisdom, okay? Now, the blowing of the trumpet is so significant that makes the dead arise. And now they're looking for a meaningful life experience. This is what you want. This is what you want. You want to hear the blow of the trumpet, and you can, and you will. And you will. As long as you go within, you will. All right? And when I say hearing the blow of the trumpet, it's really healing. I mean, when you think about sound, sound is healing. Sound has been used to heal for thousands of years. Think about Native American drum beats. Think about Gregorian chanting, the gospel choir. I mean, sound is healing. Anything over 400 hertz. I mean, like, put on some YouTube, put some good meditative music on. The other thing is, sound is vibration, so it's raising your energy levels. I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good. This is that card, a spiritual awakening. This is that card of, aha, I know what I need to do. I know what I want. I know what I want to go after. This, honestly, the fact that you got the Hermit, the High Priestess, and Judgment. I gotta take a deep breath. All right, so Four of Swords. I can't even begin to tell you. Like, I'm just gonna show you this. Going within, going within, going within, going within. Virgo, you're great. I love you, Virgo. You're amazing. You're amazing. I love this reading. I love this reading. Four of Swords, stillness of mind. This is all about meditation. This is all about meditation. This is all about even like recovering from things that have been like a little too like much for you. You have this in your external factors area, and I absolutely love that. So one message that's coming through already is that you're fine. You're like you're protected. Okay, the universe is protecting you. Your guides are protecting you. You're fine. You're good. And this is someone who is just having that moment of just stillness and calmness. I love this for you. I absolutely love this for you. You have an amazing spread. You have an amazing spread. And again, remember what I talked about, that like that family energy. You see that family in the corner here in the window, stained glass window, the light coming through. I mean, this is like, you're good. There's a lot of comfort with this card. You're good. You're good. Page of Swords. There you go. I honestly, it's so funny because it looks like here, it's like you're gonna have this spiritual download. You're gonna have this really good moment of intuition. Actually, and when I think about it, Mercury is moving into Cancer at the end of the month, and that's very like instinctual, intuitive. Anyway, Page of Swords coming up. I love this for you. This is absolutely amazing. You see, you got 2 pages, by the way. Hi. So a lot of newness coming through this month. Page of Swords. You got, not only got the Knight of Swords, now you got the Page of Swords. It looks like all you want to do. It's almost like you have this eagerness to just boom, like move forward. It's like you have. It's like you have this spiritual download. You really know who you are. You know what you want to go after. You have your eyes on the prize. You feel really good. Your soul feels good. You feel great to feel alive. You have all these meditative moments, and then there's a part of you that's just like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like now I'm like this Mars and Venus and Leo aspect is kicking in, and it's like firing you up. It's like I'm so inspired now and I'm ready to take on the world. I absolutely love this. I love this for you. And then the Page of Wands. You know, pages are messengers, so you could be getting messages coming through all month. Remember I said pay attention to your dreams, okay? And then also it could come in your external, in your physical world, as well as in like through an email or a text. Something could be coming through, something that you're passionate about. The wands are your passions, your even creativity, ideas. It's also very enterprise related, so jobs, work, career. So there could be something new. Again, remember we have a new moon in Gemini that is in your 10th house of career, and so that is for a lot of Leos that will resonate. But this is just something that you're really passionate about. Very transformative energy is what the Page of Wands brings. This is absolutely amazing. I love this for you, Virgo. This is great. I mean, yeah, this is really good. So one thing that I do, you know, just looking at your spread, one thing that I would really encourage is you're going to be up here a lot. And you're going to be up here a lot. Your pineal gland. So go here a little bit too. A lot of it. All right, with that Venus and Leo activity, it's actually in your 12th house, so you're going to be up here a lot this month. It's going to be really good for you though, and then having all that intuitive activity. But you see that in your entire spread, you pulled no cups, and cups is love and it's emotion. So definitely put some heart into like heart and soul into this month. All right. So as I promised, I break it down every week. Let's see what's going on for you every week. As we know, we're kicking off June in a powerful way. Jupiter conjuncting the North Node. That is cranking up that luck in your life. That's huge. And again, that's your 9th house, is spirituality, publishing too, and long distance travel. I love the fact that Venus is trining Neptune the next day. I mean, that is love, 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 love. Full moon in Sagittarius in your 4th house. That's going to be very impactful for you. You know, we'll talk about that more in the weekly reading, but it really is just, you know, because there are some aspects that day that I'm just like, eh. But it really is like, it's good to like, you know, if you're gonna dream big and be grounded as you dream big. Okay, does that make sense? Like, you can dream big. No one ever said dream little, right? So dream big, but be practical as you do, and you won't have any problems with that. That's who you are, Virgo. You're very practical. You're very pragmatic. You're detail oriented. You're very analytical. So again, you will feel this full moon in Sagittarius, and then, you know, 2 days after that, Venus moves into Leo. I mean, things are just getting really fiery at this point, and then Pluto's retrograde. Pluto's going back into Capricorn. We'll talk about that in the weekly. Mercury's going into Gemini. Okay, and remember, Gemini is your 10th house of career, so there could be a lot of. I just want you to be social. Let's just keep it that way. I just want you to be social. It's a very social placement. It's, you know, Mercury is in its domicile, so be communicative. And so the first week of what we can expect for Virgos for the first week of June. You're good. The Queen of Wands, she has the power to attract whatever she wants. She's so charismatic. She's a popular queen, right? She's a popular queen. Everybody loves her. It's like, I say it all the time. Think of like a movie star. Think of like, you know, Nicole Kidman, Rihanna, Charlize Theron, whoever, right? Walking into a room, they can get whatever they want, just like the Queen of Wands. Okay? The other thing is, you do see, I call her the witch of tarot in a good way, because she has that uncanny ability to attract anything she wants. Anything, anything, anything. She has the sunflower in her hand. It has the full powers of the sun, vitality, optimism, growth. You see her hand firmly gripping the wand, her passions, ideas, creativity. But she is, ruled by Aries, so very entrepreneurial, very career related here. But the reason why I call her the Witch of Tarot is because you see that her black cat, okay, in touch with her shadow self. That, remember what I said, this is a spiritual, like, it's facing your fears, your shadow self, your shadow side, those parts of you that you don't really reveal to other people, like, you don't even want to, like, face it. You're gonna be good with face it. Like, it's almost like, I don't care anymore energy. Like, I'm good. I'm like, I am who I am. This is who I am. Boom. I love it. Virgo, second week. Second week of June, we have that new moon in Gemini. Plant seeds, The full moons, they always, all the new moons and full moons they correspond 6 months. Like, basically, we have a full moon in Gemini at the end of the year. So the seeds that you plant now, all right, there's going to be, you'll see some things, action around the end of the year based on what the seeds that you planted. And then Saturn goes retrograde, which is actually really great. That's his retrograde. That's amazing. It's almost like it's like a boulder off your shoulder. It feels really good. Saturn is the planet of tough love, responsibility. It really is, at this point, when it goes retrograde, it's a really good time to think about your long-term goals, your long-term commitments, even correcting course about things that you feel like maybe I don't, with all this intuitive download, this spiritual download you're having, you could have a moment where you're like, I don't know if this thing's right for me, and it'll come up. Okay. And so second week of June, what we can expect for Virgos. Oh gosh. Your second queen. This queen is very different. She leads with her heart. She has so much love to give. She is, very intuitive, very psychic. She is actually Cancer. All right, we're moving into Cancer season, but she's ruled by Cancer. You can even see her feet in the water. The water's like emotions, right? So she's in touch with her emotional side. She has that emotional intelligence, but the biggest thing here, she is so intuitive. She's so psychic. And so now this is what? Your fifth card that's it's like you got the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, Judgment, and now the Queen of Cups. Like, you're good. You're good. That's a lot of, you're going to be very loving, a lot of self-love too. A lot of self-love. I love this for you. Third week of June, Jupiter sextiling Saturn. Again, that's a rare aspect. Think about what happened around December 21st, 2020. Okay, I think just around December, January. All right, 2021. See if there was anything that that you were working on around that time. You could see some things surface around this time. And then the sun enters Cancer. Summer, we're officially in summer. Mercury sextiling Mars that day on the 21st. Oh my goodness, like it really is a fiery month. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the third week of June. Oh my God. You're good. Virgo, you're good. You're good. You see, you got two queens, and now you got the Empress, the divine feminine. I mean, this is everything. She's everything. She's Miss Universe. You see the 12 jewels in her crown representing each constellation. You see the her necklace, all the planets. You see the symbol of Venus. She is ruled by Venus and the stone-shaped heart. You're good. You're protected. This is all about abundance, pleasure, passion, sensuality, sexuality. This is, you're good. She has a golden scepter that creates all that abundance. You're going to start seeing all this abundance come through in your life. This is really amazing. Remember, at the root of your spread, you got the Three of Pentacles, okay? She is 3. Remember, birth of new things. Something new's coming through for sure, especially with that 10 of Pentacles in your future. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. She's also pregnant. I mean, when I say birth of new things, okay? Creation. We're talking about creation now. This is absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. There even could be, with that full moon in Sagittarius this month, and the fact that you did get the 10 of Pentacles, remember that family energy in your future now with the Empress who is pregnant. So there could be someone, that is pregnant that in your family that this month, or it could be you. It could be you. You're amazing. Virgo, last week of June. So the big thing is Mercury entering Cancer, which like I said earlier, that is it's very just intuitive. That's very intuitive. That's very like visceral. This is your entire spread. Like, that's what's going on here. All right, that's what's going on here. We're in Cancer season at this point too. And then Neptune goes retrograde, another great retrograde, because this really it kind of amplifies that spiritual side. You going into that spiritual side of you. I mean, this is, oh my goodness. And then Cancer is a native ruler of the 4th house, by the way, and so that family energy is big. But let's go ahead and see. There's a lot of aspects that's happening the last week of June. We'll talk more about that during the weekly readings, but let's see what's going on for you for the last week of June. Oh my God. Virgo. So here's the thing, Virgo. Let's talk. We're gonna talk. As you know, Saturn moved into Pisces in March. Your 7th house of partnerships. Okay? This is work or romance, love. And so you're going to be taking partnerships more seriously. You probably already have. Once Saturn moved into Pisces, you're thinking about partnerships moving forward in a more serious way. All right? Again, what resonates with you? Is it work? Is it love? Is it both? Here's the thing. You just got the Lovers, the card of love, of relationships, but also the biggest, well, before I even get to the also, I'm going to show you something here. You see Archangel Raphael up here, the healer. You got a lot of cards of healing in your spread. He's the one who's gifting the love to these two. Let's call them Adam and Eve. It's up to Adam and Eve to do what to do with that love. Okay, it's their decision, right? So you may have to make a choice at the end of the month regarding job, work, career, or even love, romance. Okay, for a lot of Virgos. All right, so that is going to be something. The other thing is, this is also self-love. And so that definitely came up in your reading. Big time. Big time. Absolutely big time. And one thing that I'm going to say is that the spiritualness of this year month that showed up with the Hermit, the High Priestess, the 4 of Swords, Judgment card, and the Queen of Cups, and even the Empress, sure, yeah. There you go. This is Trinity at play, okay? You see that he's looking at her, she's looking at the Archangel, conscious, subconscious, superconscious. This is like you, that self-love. This is, you're amazing. You're good. Virgo, I don't even know what to say at this point. You are blowing me away. This is, you better claim this reading. This is an amazing reading. You have so much to look forward to. Especially the fact it's a lot of intuition is it's such an important part. It's like if you're disconnected with like that intuitive side of you, it's harder to do. It's just not, things are not as easy as when you are in tune, right? And you're good. let me remind you, you've got the 10 of Pentacles in your future. You have the Page of Wands in your final outcome. There's something new coming into your life this month. You got the Empress, you got Judgment, you got the Lovers, you got the High Priestess, you got the Hermit. That's huge. That's huge. You got 2 queens here. You got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, all that self-love, all that loving energy. I mean, the Queen of Wands, the power to attract whatever you want. This is your best reading. This is your best reading because it's so significant, but also at the same time, in your challenge area, the message is just stay focused. It's nothing like deeper. It's just stay focused. Go within. That's it. This is your best monthly reading. I'd have to look back and see if it was like best monthly reading since I started this channel. And there's a lot of signs that are getting their best monthly readings this month. It's like I said, this is a big month. You cannot, like, Jupiter conjuncting the North Node, huge. The fact that Jupiter is sextiling Saturn, huge. There's a lot of big... I'm going to stop. I mean, well, how time? Oh, gosh. Okay, 40 minutes. So, Virgo, you're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is an amazing spread. I'm going to have to look back and see if it's your best one of all time since I started this channel last year. But for now, it is definitely your best monthly reading that you've had this month. Virgo, thanks again for tuning in. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.